Good evening, everyone. It's Sean Archer. I am back to chat. I'm here for you to tell you what not to do. Guys, as I was pondering a few things today, I was remembering back a number of years when I first got into the crypto game back in 2017, 2018. At that time, guys, you could, and this was before the banks understood what was going on and before they took crypto seriously, you could buy crypto with your credit card. And that's exactly what I did. I would buy Bitcoin with my credit card and I would pay off my credit card. I'd get points for doing that and make money. Let me rephrase that. I didn't make money. I actually lost my shirt because I was buying towards the end of the cycle and I had no idea what I was doing. And I will tell you this, I was left holding the bag for years, waiting for the next cycle to get, which ended up being a blessing because it was worth 10 times as much the next time around. However, when I say the best teacher in life is oftentimes your mistakes, even more than that, when you get hit in the wallet, and I had very little money at that time, when you get hit in the wallet, you will shape up and you will learn awfully fast. And that's what I had to do. And it ended up being a good thing. Wish I had made some money, but I did later on. So, what am I talking about? Well, at that time in 2018, the banks said, we're not letting you guys use credit cards because people would go out, open up massive credit cards. They would just max it out with Bitcoin. Bitcoin made a ton of money and they just pay off the credit card and walk away with tons of money. They said, no, we're not doing that. So it ended up being just you had to link your bank account up, and even the bank accounts were getting tired of seeing their money leave the bank and go elsewhere for other people to make money. And I can remember my bank at that time would either deny my attempts to move money from my account to Coinbase, or they'd give me a hard time, and it became really difficult. Guys, banks will play these games and they want to slow down the velocity of money leaving. Guys, banks don't make a ton of money if they don't have any money. That's just really how it is. And nobody likes the banks, right? Nobody likes banks, especially the dinosaur banks that exist today, which crypto is, and blockchain and other things are going to, and XRP, are going to begin to help change some of that. It's going to speed things up. Now, the exchanges, they are not innocent either. It wasn't maybe 4 years ago, I went to get my, sell some crypto off an exchange and move it. No, I wasn't even selling. I wanted to just move my crypto off an exchange. It was a foreign exchange, a Hong Kong exchange, and I wanted to move it to my US exchange. And, they wouldn't let me. There was all kind of excuses. Oh, we're having maintenance issues. Oh, your login doesn't work, blah, blah, blah. I found out later a lot of people are having that same problem. And quite frankly, they just didn't want, these exchanges did not want to see their capital leaving their exchange. Neither side is innocent, and both sides will give you a hard time at some point. We are in, I would say the 5th inning, 2nd inning, 3rd inning, whatever it is, of this crypto bull run. And I'm already seeing, guys, in the news that banks are either not allowing people to move money or giving people a hard time, denying things for their customers. After all, it is their money, isn't it? But they're going to play these games. So if you are getting into this and you're new at this and you have problems and all of a sudden you face issues from your bank, just know and expect that possibility to happen. I would suggest going in person, giving somebody a call. A lot of times they will try to discourage you and hopefully, and hope that you give up. Don't give up if you're set on investing try a wire transfer. There are different methods. I had a feeling this would happen, and that is why I personally, probably a year ago, I began moving money, because you can hold US dollars on your Coinbase exchange. It's not just crypto. You can hold, it's like a bank. It's basically a bank account that you can buy crypto with. You know, Coinbase and Gemini and those, you can hold USD on there like a bank. And you don't get charged a fee because, you know, it's you know, you don't get charged fees for moving cash. At least you're not supposed to. So I found that very interesting. I was wondering, I was really hoping that that was a thing of the past, but no, guys, banks are crooked. And I guarantee you, when we hit the top of this bull market and people go to cash out, you're going to start seeing the same kind of stories. Oh, we had a cyber attack. We had to shut down the exchange because so many people are selling and wanting to sell, and they, you know, or, oh, you can't log in, or having maintenance issues. I can almost guarantee you ahead of time, the opposite of this is going to happen. So expect that. Keep that in mind, and maybe get around that. Whether that is move small amounts of money different places, or if you want to sell, maybe don't sell all at once, maybe sell in increments before, you know, and I'm talking about in the future. Something to think about. I was just chuckling because I remember just wanting to throw my computer against the wall because I was watching at the time. I remember this was, and I knew nothing about the crypto. I knew nothing about markets at the time. I knew nothing about buying and trading. I was in a little bit of stocks at that time, and I did well with the stocks, but I knew very little about, I knew how to buy, but selling was a different issue, and actually making money. So, all in all, guys, I hope this helped some of you, and I hope you don't run into this issue. Hopefully your bank will be one of those banks that that actually wants to let people in the short term go and invest money. Because this is the other thing. This is where banks are actually quite stupid. If you have a bank, let's say one of the big banks, or even a smaller regional bank, if you go take your money out and you go make 10 times, 20 times, 100 times the amount, what are you going to do with that? You go to sell it. Where's that money going to go? You're going to put it right back in the bank. So that bank is going to make a lot more money off the money that you keep in the bank, and that's a whole nother issue. But they should be welcoming this. They should be wanting people to go out, make more money, and bring a ton more money back into their branch, into their business. But the banks are so desperate right now. Most of these banks right now are living on a knife's edge, and they are very short-term thinkers. And you're going to see a lot of banks closing in the year of 2025. You're going to see, we already saw it last year. Major banks are collapsing. Larger banks are being absolved. You're going to see it even more in 2025. So don't assume that the bank that smiles at you, the employees smile at you when you come in the door. First of all, they don't make any decisions what goes on there, but they are all very close to losing their shirt and going under. Keep that in mind. I hope you got something from this. It's freezing cold out here, which is saying something because it's Florida, and I'm going to go inside. So be blessed. I hope you have a good evening, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Sean Archer, out.